Ryan, would you like to introduce yourself now
Welcome
that
to the
you
pod,
can
Ray.
speak?
Yeah, check the sound mics because I've been moving that microphone like literally every 2 seconds.
Can you stop touching it?
No.
Ray, maybe Ray, move yours like
I'm not touching.
move yours, Ray, so it's a little bit like
It's been a minute
closer.
since I've been on a podcast.
Yeah. You'll dust off just fine.
Yeah,
Nervous.
it's very chill. You shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have
you're
to.
in
Joe is
Joe's-
usually
you have
mean to
to
Katie.
make fun of me.
No, I can make fun of Nick.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because that's where Katie usually sits. So it's
Yeah.
about the position,
That-
not about the person.
That's the hot seat.
That's the mean seat.
yeah.
Got this.
That's the hot seat, and this is
I've
the
trained
that's
my
the
entire
block.
life for
these
this.
are the Eastern European seats.
Yeah. So you have to.
I'm filling in.
You have to try for an Eastern European accent. You have to roll those R's.
I literally cannot.
You cannot roll an R.
Absolutely not. I didn't even. I dropped out of taking Spanish because I could not roll an R.
Well, in Eastern Europe, if you can't roll your R when you're like, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, they take you to the speech doctor and they're like, you're broken, let's fix you.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, like
Yeah.
that happens in the U.S. too.
They also beat you if you write with your left hand, though.
Wait, I'm
I
left-handed.
would be beaten.
Are you all left-handed?
Yeah, I'm
That's
left-handed.
crazy. I'm the only righty.
I'm ambidextrous. I'm cool.
Oh, I'm just straight lefty. Like
No.
I'm a thoroughbred lefty.
I'm a textbook ambidextrous. I can do almost everything with both hands.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
That's like so on brand for
Oh
Ray.
my God, I feel so basic right now.
So Ray,
I-
please introduce yourself. She does everything for us.
Hello, I'm Rayanne. Most people call me Ray, or I guess Mom. I like to think I just fix things around here.
And she does it with both hands.
At both hands. I listen to people when they need to cry or get mad or yell, or when they need breaks outside. Speak their minds.
Yeah,
That's me.
and do nothing else outside except for speak their minds.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's the only thing we do out there.
Get coffee.
Yes, we do
Yeah,
get coffee.
that's about
We
it.
do get coffee.
That is
Yeah.
true. Well, thanks for joining us, Ray.
Thanks
We're
for
so
having me.
excited.
Am I the first guest?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are.
You are.
Yes.
You are the first guest, which is
Time
fitting.
to bully Lachazar.
Yep.
Yeah, that is Nick's name, by the way.
I'll
His name
take
is
it.
Lachazar. I don't think that ever came on before.
When I was reading Reddit stuff earlier, I told none of you were around. That's why I told Anastasia, because she's my special
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah. I love that.
No, because last week
What am I?
I was telling them, I was like, oh, I told Anastasia about this before we walked in, and Joe was like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, well, because you weren't there. And I was like, I'm like, Anastasia's not special, like trying to make him feel better. And then he got mad at me. And I was like, dude. And then
Well, there
Anastasia was
was-
mad at me too. And I was like, no, you are special.
No, there
but I'm
was
just
one-
trying to appease everyone here.
There was one day Nicola asked
You
me
can't win.
where to eat lunch, and I was telling him like I couldn't remember the place. It was like Goddess of whatever. Me and you
Yeah,
went
yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
And
Goddess in
Anna-
the grocer.
and so I asked Anastasia, I was like, what's the name? She goes, I don't know, because I wasn't invited that day. And I was like, you literally weren't even in the office.
It was literally just us.
Well, you know, I do like to be a little dramatic sometimes.
Well,
Yeah.
my mama told me I'm special.
You
I don't-
are.
My mom
Yeah.
said,
I don't need you guys to tell me
Yeah.
I'm special.
Okay,
my mom told me
but-
I'm special.
Anyway.
That's why she put me on a short bus when I was a kid. with the other like special.
Okay, that didn't happen.
getting canceled.
Getting canceled. Yeah.
We'll cut that
Um,
out.
Did you see actually on our TikTok we were getting trolled?
That's
People
how,
were
that's
like-
how you know we're making it.
Yeah, that one guy was like, I would never ask you for advice. Like, why would anyone go to Germany? It's like, obviously it's a joke.
Germany's pretty fun. I've been there. Except they don't serve water.
Nick said to like suggested that someone move to Germany to like work, which like obviously was a joke. Like, and this guy was like, does this guy even know what's going on in Germany right now?
That
And like,
guy is the least fun in his friend group.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Seriously,
yeah.
though.
And it was like, why would you ever suggest anyone go to Chicago? It's like, because we live in Chicago.
Yeah, we live it. And we
Duh.
love it. And we love it.
I mean, I love when people shit on other people. You know, it is what it is. You can tell that these people have nothing going on in their
Yeah,
lives.
you just know
Yeah.
that they don't ever
Keyboard
get invited to
warriors.
lunch, whether or not
Yeah,
they're in
they're
the
definitely
office.
not getting.
They're not getting
Invited.
lunch
Yeah,
with
They
their
get
friends.
no invite from me.
That's so funny. So no, but beforehand, I was scrolling through Reddit to try to figure out what we're going to talk about today, and there was this one post that just said "realtor," and then under it, it was like, "What is a real Thor?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Nick."
There you go.
Because isn't that your thing, like real Thor?
Yeah, that's my handle.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
my handle.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Because
You're
he's
not Thor.
Thor.
Yeah,
You're not Thor.
Yeah, I made it probably like 5 years ago.
He
so
made it when he was doing 75 hard, and
He
he
was
was feeling
delusional.
really strong.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anastasia's the only one that hasn't done 75 hard. I think she should do it.
You know what? So I know myself pretty well. I've been in therapy for a really long time, and there's
Boundaries.
no more clear indication that I have to slow down in my life and give myself a little self-care than when I think I should do 75 hard. If I
Facts.
think that the solution is for me to go like very rigid and work out an hour and a half a day, I'm like, bitch, you need to
But
calm the fuck down.
It's not for the workout. It's for the mental.
I know it
toughness.
is, but I think it works for a lot of people, and you guys all
Yeah.
have done it. And I think for me, who tends to be very hard on myself, and I have an issue in letting myself rest and treating myself, it does opposite. So I'm already hard on myself enough. I don't need another 75 hard days. So whenever I think, I'm like, oh, it should be a good idea. I'm like, let me talk to my therapist for sure.
Yeah, you're like, let me run this by
Yeah.
my counsel,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
I'll get back to you.
Exactly.
No, that is true.
It's actually been almost 3 years since you've ended yours.
It's definitely been 3 years.
Well, you were on it when we started together.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
I
Me and
3 years for me. Yeah,
Yeah, you did it in the
longer than-
summer.
Yeah, I did it in the
You
summer.
did it in the summer. I did it
22.
in the winter before him, and then he started when
Yeah.
I was like ending, and then we met you, and you were doing it.
yeah, and then that's how we became best friends.
Yeah.
I
Hashtag best friend.
I think though, like it is good if you're feeling like not confident. Like if you
Yeah.
feel like
It
you're
is,
like
it does help with
I
confidence.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like before I did it, I was like I can't do anything, like
Yeah.
whatever, like just really down on myself in that way. And then like saying you're gonna do something hard and then doing it is really good.
Yeah,
but
the
I also
accomplishment at the end.
agree, like if you're in the mind space
Yeah.
of or the head space of like already being hard on yourself,
Yeah.
then it's probably not
Exactly.
the right path to take at that current moment. But things
Exactly.
could change, you know?
Yeah. Things can
Maybe.
change.
I'm not like hating on it. I just know that it's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I understand. All right. So, shall we?
E.
Does that mean yes?
In
Got
what
it.
language?
I don't know.
You just made it up.
You
just
should
got
know.
excited.
You're the like
I just-
Tower
Yeah,
of
I don't know
Babylon
any of
over
those
here.
languages. That's why I was asking.
Did you guys see the new AirPods
Yes.
can like translate stuff
Oh
now?
yeah, I did see
Ooh,
that.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
He
That's
needed ones
interesting.
too. I went to
I
his
do.
car yesterday, and he like was
I'm like
bitching about
sitting
his.
there about
Because
my
they won't
AirPods.
fucking charge. I have to put a piece of gum paper in there in order to get it to charge, and then he like rolls it in a little ball, puts it in there. See, it's charging.
Oh my, that's what my
That's
old
really
one was
funny.
doing. It got so loose in it. And then
Yeah.
sometimes it would randomly connect to my phone while I'm like in the other room.
Yeah.
But I got a new ones that
Fucking
came
Apple.
for free with my tablet.
They
so.
came out with new AirPods and they came out with a new phone, so all of
Yeah.
our phones are gonna start sucking. Mine already does, and then your AirPods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
I
would be
know.
cool though.
I want to get them. I want to use them in
Yeah.
the nail salon.
Same. Well, I go to Ukrainian.
You can hear them
like,
talk shit about your feet, and then you
I
never
went.
show 'em
I go
again.
to Russian
Yeah.
speaking nail salon. So like that's not that.
Yeah.
But
Do they
yeah.
talk shit about people?
No, they
No.
don't.
Of course
no.
they do.
No, they. Well, I mean,
It's a nail
not like
salon.
about me.
Well,
My
not
name is
about you,
Anastasia,
though.
But
but-
other people?
I don't think so. No.
Absolutely.
No. No.
Yeah, they're putting on their best behavior.
Yeah.
Well,
do they know you speak Ukrainian? Do you speak Ukrainian
yeah,
to them?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. Well, now
See,
I go to
if
like
I go in
Central.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm far away.
Should we talk about real estate?
Real estate? I believe
As
we
much as I
should.
love
'Cause I'm
talking
a
about nails.
realtor.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. This is a sad story to get us going.
Boo.
I could use a good cry.
Get ready.
Oh, shit.
Buyer just backed out the day before closing.
Wah, wah, wah.
Devastated. Well, after accepting an offer and taking our home off the market for a full month as we go through the closing process, our buyer has backed out on the literal day before closing. The papers were literally going to be signed tomorrow. Literally. This was the only offer on our house we had after sitting on the market for about 2.5 months. Now, here we are, back to square one. We have a meeting with our realtor later today to discuss options. I just wanted to hear from some of you all. Has this happened to you? How do you proceed?
I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what it was. Like, was it financing that fell through, or was it like
Don't
they
know.
lost their job?
know.
Like,
Yeah, but that stinks for the
It has
seller.
happened to
That
me
multiple
multiple times. Yeah.
The day
Unfortunately.
before the closing, really.
The day of closing, 2 days before closing, and like 3 or 4 days before closing.
Really?
3 times. Yeah.
maybe
Knock on
Maybe
wood,
if
that's
mine
not
hap-
happened to
yeah.
me.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
have like couple I have like 2 or 3 more deals, so I hope.
2 or 3 times on the buyer's end and once on when I was the listing agent.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always tell my buyers, like, I'm like, because everyone's always worried about their earnest money. I'm like, just do not cancel the day before or the day of closing.
Yeah.
And so then I feel like then they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
have
but
a,
I think it depends on like why they backed out.
if
I
you
mean,
have
I
a
think like in most
legitimate reason.
cases, yeah, you can, like, I tell my buyers all the time that you really have to make it your life's mission to lose your earnest money in order for you to lose your earnest money,
Yeah.
because even in the situations, like, we can get at least most of it back in most
Yeah,
cases.
I wonder, like, if it was financing, they might be able to get it back, depending. Well, probably not.
Wait,
'cause
was
their mortgage
this
contingency is
was this
probably up.
the seller asking or the
Yeah,
buyer?
the seller. Like, that's sad. They were
That
on the market
does
for 2.5
suck.
months and they're like at the finish line, then they have to go
Yeah.
back on the
That's
market.
such a bummer.
Yeah.
And the worst part of that for a seller is that like the market has changed.
Yep.
Especially it's been 3.5
Yeah.
months since you first listed. Like the
yeah,
market's
like if you
so
got under
different.
contract in March and now you're going back on in August, that's
Well, wait. That
March.
March was only 3.5 months ago? No.
no. Oh, did they? Well,
In
I'm saying in the
general,
circumstances
Yeah.
though. Like,
yeah. This they posted 23 hours ago. So if they got
Yeah.
if they've it's
Yeah, they gotta
3.5
sell them
months,
in the
that's what,
winter.
June?
It's still a hot market back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
3.5 months ago.
Yeah.
And then the buyers
And they
are like,
already
what's
saw-
wrong with it? Every time that you fall through out of the contract, people are like, but what happened? What's wrong? Was it the
Yeah.
inspection? Was it this? And, you know.
It's emotionally
well, yeah.
devastating.
Are the
especially-
sellers? I guess it depends on what their plan to was. Did they buy something and it was contingent on the house sale? Because then
I
do you
don't
just stay in
know.
the house until spring market? If that's the case,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they just stay for now.
if they can't buy their other house based
I
on
mean, it also depends on the state. You know, if it's
Yeah,
like Florida,
true.
California,
That's
they don't have hot and cold markets there. You know, it's a year round.
Actually, they do. I got into
Oh, they
like a argument with Brad and Greg about this like probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
And me and Greg were like, no, definitely like seasonality doesn't exist in Miami. And we're like, it's definitely going to be, if you look at the trends, it's definitely going to be that like the dip is in the summer.
Yeah.
Because it's so
It's
hot.
Too hot. Yeah. That
And
makes sense.
it's actually not. It's the exact same as
Okay.
here.
Interesting.
I wonder,
it makes
maybe
sense
school?
because of, like schools and
Yeah,
like,
school, leases. Like,
yeah.
I feel like school follows you forever, even when you don't have kids. It's like, why are my doctor's appointments all like in August?
Yeah.
Like my yearly doctor's appointments are always in August, like because I'm like that's for my back to school checkup.
Huh,
Yeah.
interesting.
You know what I mean?
I mean, summer in general, I'm thinking probably end of June up until end of August is travel season for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
Weddings.
naturally, everywhere in the United States will be a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Because everybody fucks off to, I don't know, like Europe or something.
Yeah.
Or
True.
especially in Midwest, they all go to Michigan, Wisconsin, they're boats and lake houses.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, I have sorry, I can't focus because I have a question that came to my mind and it's
Do
like
it.
burning in my soul.
Hit it.
So when you guys were growing up and you like went to school, like before we went to school, like you had to like go to the doctor and like get certain vaccines or like whatnot, or they wouldn't like let you into school. Like, did you guys have to do that?
We in Ukraine,
Show 'em.
oh my god, that's actually so funny.
What?
That, you know what that is?
No, I've always wondered.
Diego, so
What is it?
Yeah, it's a smallpox vaccine that they give you when you're a baby.
Yeah.
And I posted like a meme about it on my Instagram story, and like I was like, only people from like other countries will understand. And Rian goes, "Is it a cigarette burn?" I'm like, good try, but no. I think they stopped doing it in Bulgaria, right? Or do you have one?
I have one.
You have one. Okay, perfect.
Wait,
yeah.
Diego, where did you grow up?
Venezuela.
Oh.
Yeah, so like most like
cool.
countries, and like it has to be like such an aggressive shot. They give it to you literally when you were like, I don't know, like
that
2
is,
months
like,
old
a
or something.
gnarly scar from a
Thank
shot.
you, Rhea. Thank you.
I mean,
Is it a
I got
cigarette
gnarly
burn?
scar
I'm-
right here. It's worse than
Yeah,
yours.
thank.
I still think it's funny
Yeah.
that I thought it was a
Yeah,
cigarette
I don't-
burn,
honestly,
but
I
it
don't-
matches because you guys are Europeans and all you do is drink
Yeah.
coffee and smoke
I
cigarettes.
don't remember.
We used to do it
doing
during the
each
school year.
Yeah, they used to pull us from. I remember they used to come to class. We were like
Yeah.
second and third grade, and be like,
In
"Okay,
class?
vaccination time," and everybody was like,
yeah, so you do it
"Wait,
during the
what?"
school.
Yeah, no,
And
we
they get
went
us
to
to
a
the
doctor.
nurses.
Yeah.
They got it to the nurse's office, and they just like start stabbing us,
Same.
and all of us are like, we're like second graders.
Wait, like
without
without
our,
your parents present?
without our
Yeah.
parents, without
Yeah.
anything. We're like just going there and be like, "What the fuck do you mean you're
No
gonna stab
wonder
me with
you
a
have
needle
no
right
feelings.
Yeah, no,
I'm
they
like,
usually-
and they just pull us out of class and be like, "Okay, this class is canceled. You all go to the nurse's office." And I remember some
Yeah.
kids were scared of needles and shit. They
Yeah.
were like,
Yeah.
cry. They were like,
and you don't have your
they
mommy's
pass out
handholds.
and stuff.
Nope.
I was like, what the
So
fuck?
like, did your parents have to like sign a release to like allow them
I
to
think
like?
so,
I don't think
probably.
they
I don't
gave a
even
shit.
think it was. It kind of was it kind of a deal, you know. Your child
Yeah,
would
yeah,
get vaccinated, and we did it like multiple times through the
Yeah.
school. I know
Yeah, we
when I
didn't
went
have
to
to-
college before that, you
I
had
don't
to
think
pass
it
a
was
whole
each
bunch
year,
of things.
though.
We did it basically when
Maybe
we
not each
switched
year, but most of
schools.
them.
Was essentially like
remember.
the
Do you
schedule.
remember the shot that like they do for you? It's for tuberculosis.
TB?
Yeah,
Isn't it, like,
and then you
bubbles?
can like
Yeah, the bubble. Yeah,
wet
I
it.
do remember
Yeah,
that.
so like
yeah.
that, I think they do every year, every 2 years or something. But then
Interesting.
there are shots like tetanus that they only do every 10
really
years.
don't
Yeah,
remember.
no, we got
that.
ours before going into kindergarten or preschool, depending on when you went to school. Obviously, when you were born, and then I feel like it was
Yeah, they were, like,
the
different, like-
transition when you
Yeah.
went to 5th grade,
I remember.
and then it was middle school, and then I think right before high school, right?
I feel like there's
Something
like
like
different
that.
schedules or whatnot, but like
Yeah.
I always feel like for sports, like you had to get a physical.
Yeah, I had to
before
do
you could go
that.
to practice.
What?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you had to
get
like
a sports physical. There,
Yeah.
We
you know.
don't do
before
sports.
every
in
school
college.
year.
You run around the block. Boys play soccer.
Basically,
Girls
yeah.
No.
sit on the bench.
No,
Sometimes you smoke
they checked
cigarettes
for
behind the
hernia,
field.
so they would like
Oh,
they would like
yeah.
hit your stomach to make sure you don't have hernia.
They
Same
would
thing
also
with
do
guys.
the little tappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had
That
a
is
sports
crazy.
physical. If you didn't go or you didn't pass, you couldn't play the sport.
Now
You
that
had
I'm
to do
thinking
that
about
bet-
it, I think
before
even for
school.
college, we did it during college. It was like September, like when you first started, they would like tell you to go and get all like checked out things. But yeah, you don't. Nobody holds your hand in Eastern Europe. We are not raised like that.
Yeah,
That's
I just
why
like
we don't cry.
I
Well,
mean,
I do. but,
I grew up with a rub some dirt on it, dad. So like I have a little bit, but not like take you out of school and hold your
Oh.
hostage.
well, they
for
don't take you
shots.
out of
Seriously,
school. They give it to you
yeah.
at school. At the
Yeah.
nurse's
No, at
office.
school, at the
Still.
nurse's office, yeah.
Yeah.
She was like,
Out of
all right,
the
we have
crazy.
all 25 of like basically syringes
Screaming
there with the
2-year-olds.
needles and shit, and all the kids are like, wait, what is going on?
I do remember one time at school they had like some random doctor come in and like check everyone for scoliosis. And I'm like, why? It was so bizarre. Like I'm like, aren't
Okay, but you
I
remember
getting
this.
this at my physical?
But
Like
you also went to Catholic school.
that was that was before I went to Catholic
Okay.
school.
I was gonna say because I feel like you even got a different experience than me.
Interesting. Oh my god, I
Nothing-
love that conversation.
At
today.
Catholic school, like nobody really was. Everyone, yeah, it was very
Lord will
like,
save you.
yeah, like, yeah, exactly. I had a friend actually, or I mean, she's still alive. I still talk to her, but she has never had any vaccines, and now she has a baby, and her baby doesn't have any vaccines either. And her mom used to like forge that because remember going to school, like you had to sign,
have-
like
Yeah.
you had to have a doctor
That's
sign
fucked
that
up.
you had a
Yeah.
certain vaccine.
But when it came to being like there are religious exemptions, so that's probably what she got. I'm assuming.
No, religious exemptions. We were Catholic. Like, it's not like she was like Quaker or something. And couldn't
Yeah, but
fight.
like religious
But-
exemptions, like you can say that you're not getting it because of your religion.
right, but like you can't
Catholic
say
is not
that.
one of those?
Yeah, like I don't think Catholics believe in not getting vaccines.
I don't know.
And like at a Catholic school, you can't be like, oh, it's because of my religion.
That
you know
is
what I mean?
wild though that she was able to go to school.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Her mom forged the note.
Oh,
She was like signed pretending to be
You're
the
calling
doctor.
them out. They're gonna be investigated. Whoever went to school with you.
Well,
yeah, it is what it is.
yeah, that's
the
crazy.
price to pay.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, we don't have Joe with us today, who would be like, "Let's get back to real estate."
Yeah, or Joe would be like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy." He'd be like,
Talking
he would be like, "Move away! You probably have like dormant leprosy or something."
Talking shit about Joe behind his back.
Love it.
No,
We love you, Joe.
we
No,
love
'cause
you,
he's
Joe.
gonna hear it. It's not behind his back.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah, we miss him. Anyway, okay. Let's hear your opinions. The seller won't sign that they are leaving specific expensive items. Hi, all. I am under contract to purchase a home closing in a couple weeks. The sellers, during their counteroffer, which we accepted, said that they can leave anything that is in the house and garages except the china. Of course, we must protect the china.
Yeah.
We put together a list of items we would like them to leave with the house, but the sellers won't sign off on this. They are only saying that they're willing to leave these items as a courtesy. We agreed to their counteroffer because of these items that would be left, and we okay, that doesn't make sense. This is guys are like, we don't own a snowblower, a power washer, a generator. Okay, relax.
got it.
Anyway, but now I'm worried that these items could be missing during our final walkthrough. Could there be a reason why the sellers don't want to sign off on this? should I push them to actually sign off on this?
Yes,
or not?
I would push for them to sign off on this. You can tell them, you can even write them a handwritten note and say, we really appreciate your courtesy. But I think they just want like an extra pat on the back, and they feel like because they're given those items, they are like the best people on planet Earth. So maybe you need to tickle their ego a little more, but I would definitely sign off on that.
What are the items though? That's why I'm very
Snowblower,
curious.
generator, power washer.
So
I don't
they
know.
I mean, they're
want these
full-
items or they
They
don't
do.
want? They
And
do
they
want these items.
accepted the seller's counter offer. It sounds like probably more than they wanted to
Okay.
pay
Yeah.
because they were leaving like expensive items in the house.
I would definitely push for it.
The only reason that I could think that they don't want to like sign it in the contract or in an addendum is because sometimes it can cause an issue with the lender.
Yeah, but just put it in the bill of sale.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
or just,
They're not attached.
maybe do a
Everything
separate.
is detached. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is like basically
Yeah,
the appliances. Like everything is bill of sale with the appliances. Same shit.
Yeah. But if they're not, like, what other reason would they not be signing?
I think it's just
off
the
on it?
ego
If they have
thing.
intentions of
Yeah, I
taking
think
it.
it's just
Those are easy things to like haul
Yeah.
off. So
yeah.
I
would definitely
force the
push for
signature.
it. I would ask your agent to communicate with the other agent that we really appreciate the seller doing this. We are so grateful, and we are not saying, it's not like we're not trying to insult
Yeah.
them, but can you just please like do us a solid and put it in writing?
Yeah.
That's all.
Would you go as far as taking like maybe doing money in escrow for those things, or do you
No,
think that this is
go
going
fuck
to
yourself.
jeopardize the deal at this point? And be like,
Well,
oh,
it depends. If the people don't want to buy it, the buyers don't want to buy it. If those things aren't left, then, well, what will probably happen? No, yeah. If you don't have it in writing, there's not really anything you can do. Because I was gonna say, like, if they go to the final walkthrough and the stuff that is supposed to be
Is
left
missing,
isn't there,
yeah.
then they could ask
I
for
would
a
make
credit
sure-
or hold
yeah.
up closing or whatnot. But if it's also not in writing, then what can they do?
I would suggest also that there's maybe communication between the agents at least, where like your agent emails the seller's agent and they're at least acknowledging it, because at least you have like something to stand on. But I would definitely make sure that you have something in writing, at least in that regard, so you can back away and show the paper trail of like, yes, they said they would, they just don't want to sign it, but they will. But yes, I think you should not be escalating the issue too much,
Yeah.
because it sounds like it's a specific personality of people,
Yeah.
and if you push too much, they can get even more
Yeah.
Are you
insufferable.
like are you really willing to lose the house over
a snowblower?
Let's say
I mean, they are expensive, but
toys that cost
Well,
let's
you do
say,
live in Canada,
$3,000 to $4,000, right? Like let's say combined value of these items is like $3,000 to $4,000. Are you really willing to lose?
Maria,
the
how much
house
is a
over that?
snowblower?
Oh
What's
yeah,
that?
you live in Canada. Like how much is a snowblower?
I mean, they're expensive. You can get one for like probably $400 or $500, but they can go upwards
Oh.
of like $2,000,
Yeah, but I mean, again,
depending on how they have different types. You can get really big ones, or if you just need one for a driveway.
You just
like,
know
you can
that
get a
the
smaller
agents
one.
are hating these too, because
Yeah.
like there's nothing. Well, I don't want to say there's
Yeah,
nothing that
arguing
pisses
over
me off more,
$300.
but well, no, like it's the furniture that's always like this
Yeah.
part of like we don't get paid on the furniture sale, and sometimes like I want this chair, I'll do 300 for it, I'll do 200 for
Yeah.
it, and you're like going back there multiple times, tagging this chair is like moving around, and
Yeah.
it's just a very unnecessary situation.
I actually just in a closing that I had recently had a similar situation where like the sellers kept like wanting my clients to buy like this movie theater equipment and these like movie theater chairs, and my clients were like, no, like we'll buy our own. They basically were like, we don't want to buy it, but if they leave it, we'll take it, like
Basically,
you know,
which
whatever,
which
Yeah.
is a normal
which is like
person.
fine,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we don't want it, but if you don't want to move it, then
Fine.
We'll
leave
take
it,
it,
then we'll
basically,
take
yeah.
it. So then we go to the final walkthrough, and they were supposed to fix the vent fan over the stove, and it was making this like really crazy sound,
Yeah.
and it wasn't fixed, and like no one had diagnosed the problem or even knew how much it cost. And so then at closing, we're like, okay, we need a credit for that, because like, what if you have to replace the whole hood? Like that's expensive.
$500, yeah.
$500, whatever. And they're like, well, as a courtesy, we left thousands of dollars of equipment. And it's like, we told you
Yeah.
we didn't want it.
Yeah.
Like, what? And whatever.
Which I mean,
Yeah.
listen, the
Annoying.
seller in this situation is kind of put in a pickle in your situation. I mean, he's kind of put in a pickle because it's gonna cost him like, let's say, $2,000 to remove that,
Yeah.
and they would love to be compensated for it because they don't want to move it. They don't want to spend
Right.
an extra $4,000, which kind of I understand the seller, but at this point, don't be like, I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you paid for that, you put it there, or you bought the house with
Right.
it. So
well, right. And that's what is so annoying is they were like, this is thousands of dollars worth of blah, blah, blah. And then in the like listing photos from when they bought it, it was like the same
It was
movie
there,
theater
yeah.
chairs. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm supposed to expect that you bought these chairs like thousands of dollars from the set. Like, no.
you didn't
No.
buy them, yeah.
Yeah, there's things like pool tables,
Yeah.
hot tubs, when they're like, oh my, like it's not really like
Most of the
added
time
value
they're-
to it because it's
the new
such a
sets.
pain in the ass to pull them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I sold a condo last year and they had a pool table and then they're like, oh, we'll sell it for additional. We're like, we don't want it. They're like, we'll give it for free. We're like, we don't want it. They're like, are you sure? We're like, yes, please get it the fuck out
Yeah.
because it costs like a couple $1,000s probably
To move
to
it,
like
yeah.
to actually move this thing. And we're like, they're always trying to be like, no, this is a great thing. It's not.
Yeah,
like
it's
for
not.
you to
Yeah.
get a hot tub off the roof deck, you have to get like
There's
a
a reason
crane.
you're pushing
Yeah.
to keep it.
Yeah,
This is also
exactly.
the reason we're pushing for you to get it.
Yeah, like I feel like people will always like try to frame things and
Yeah.
it's like I'm doing like you such a solid. It's
Yeah,
like
like,
no,
no,
I'm
you're
doing
not.
you a solid. I also like speaking of people sellers leaving stuff and taking stuff that they're not supposed to. It always happens. Like I feel like people just like don't read the contract, they don't realize, or they're just packing things away and then all of a sudden like they left the pool table but like the balls of the pool table are packed away in a box and like whatever.
Yeah.
So I had a client who like literally he bought a house, won in multiple offers, you know, like the sellers were definitely very happy, like did the inspection, didn't ask for anything, like it was not a tumultuous deal
Yeah.
at all. And then like the day before closing, the listing agent was like, hey, can the sellers leave the pool table because it's a pain in the ass? And I'm like, ask my client, and he's like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. So then he goes to move in and he's like, they took all of the like balls and
Equipment,
the
yeah.
equipment.
Chalk and,
And-
the
That's
sticks.
so stupid.
I was like, oh shoot, like let me ask them. Like I'm sure it was an accident. He's like, no, I think it was intentional. I'm like, it was not. Like
No, it's not.
it's not
that-
intentional. Like not everyone is like trying to screw
Not
people
that
over.
serious.
And it's also like it's not like they have any reason to be mad at you. Like you gave them exactly what they wanted throughout this
Yeah.
entire process. Like why would it be intentional?
Yeah.
It's just funny. I feel like people are always so like
I mean, you said it best like a couple of times already on this show. Like real estate transactions bring the worst out of people.
yeah.
You know, like
It
everybody
really
thinks
does.
that they're out there to screw
Yeah.
you over. Unfortunately, yeah.
Right. Like everyone thinks that like the other person is constantly like their
Yeah.
main goal in life is to screw them over.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really not.
No, it's really
Like everyone's just actually looking out for themselves.
yeah, exactly.
It's real
Exactly.
estate.
Yeah.
Unless you have a bad lawyer.
Yeah.
And that's behind the sign.
Unhinged.
All right. Buying a house. Really descriptive title.
Perfect.
Okay, so I had this home inspected last Wednesday that gave $20,000 worth of repair estimates. Things like broken pipes, cracked pavement, asbestos in the garage siding, and water stains in the basement. Very little, apparently, it's from... this doesn't make sense. Apparently, the stains in the basement are from a broken boiler, which has since been replaced, and there's also termites in the garage. Also, the house has leased solar panels. I don't really know what that has to do with anything. So we're trying to
Expensive. It's
Oh.
a monthly payment.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they bought the house thinking
We live in
that.
Chicago. There's no sun for 9 months out of the
Yeah.
year, so we don't
Yeah,
know.
at least panels, you're stuck in a contract, so they could have another year, but then it costs money to remove them if you want them off the house. So it's yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Crazy.
not cheap.
So we're trying to renegotiate the price by $15,000. The sellers are not budging. We offered $750,000. Are we unreasonable with our request?
Nope.
That's literally the most reasonable thing I've
that's
ever
the
heard.
most reasonable I've ever heard. If like termites on their own, like termite remediation and open it up, and you don't
And
know what they
asbestos.
chewed on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
asbestos.
the leased panels.
Yeah, no, yeah. I would say if they don't agree to minimum of that,
Yeah.
Whoa, 7,500.
No. They
15 grand.
The $15,000 off $750,000
that
purchase
is
price.
way more
Yeah.
than
That's
reasonable.
not bad at all.
That's
Yeah.
so, and it's less than what
I'd be
the
asking
total.
for 50.
Yeah, it's less than what the total repair costs are.
Just the garage itself with asbestos siding and with termites. That means that you need to hire a professional remediation company for the asbestos and basically level the whole thing and rebuild it. That's gonna cost you $30,000 because there's no saving the
guarantee
garage.
you can save it.
Oh,
There's no
I was
saving the garage,
sorry,
though.
I'm dumb. I was thinking that the garage was attached to the house.
It
not.
could
Oh, well, maybe it could be.
Oh,
It could be,
maybe
but
that's-
there's
Because we are
still-
thinking
that's
in
even
Chicago
worse
terms.
It is.
if it's attached to the house because
And the termites, because you have to like move out of the house.
Yeah, the
they
termites
have
is
to-
bad.
Yeah,
Because
that's
there's
bad.
no guarantee they're saving any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would just
15.
cancel.
Yeah,
I would just
I would
cancel.
I
cancel
would just
that
find a
too.
different house.
Well, I mean,
I would
listen,
not be buying that.
unless the garage is detached and
Okay, yeah.
you have somebody to actually you got a professional quote, be like, hey, listen, we're literally going to level the garage and build you a new one, which is fucking awesome if you have the money, if you have the means to do it, of course. But
so
yeah,
15 grand.
but $15,000 is not enough for a brand new garage though, because
Unless they feel like they're already getting a good
$15,000
deal on it or
only the
something.
removal of the garage with the professional asbestos, like kind of covering
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and all
yeah.
that stuff. That's
Yeah.
that's going to cost you $15,000, and then rebuilding a brand new one is probably another I don't even know, 25.
If it was me, I would just find a different house. Even anytime I hear termites, I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are gone. Which is funny because I feel like usually when you first started reading it, whenever people say we did inspection, then there's X amount of repairs, it's usually like some bullshit thing.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
prepared for like,
But
But those are all serious things.
Yeah.
They're all, like, really
Asbestos,
serious
that's
things.
termites.
Yeah, that's stuff that
even
you
cracks
just
in
walk away from.
sidewalks
Leak.
because if it's really
I
bad,
don't know,
then
it
it
was
will
cracks
seep.
in pipes.
Oh, in
so it could
pipes.
have been like a sewer.
Well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they
situation.
they already had the molds or water stains from the
Yeah.
boiler.
From the boiler, yeah.
No.
So there could be
Mm-mm.
molds.
Nope.
It didn't sound like these
Just
people
buying
took
a
care of
different
I
it.
mean,
house.
unless you're buying a phenomenal
Yeah.
price, though, if the house is actually worth like, let's say, $900K in a
Yeah.
really good condition, or 800
Yeah, or
or
is this,
say
yeah,
50
a
or something,
shithole.
and then you're getting a
True.
really, really good price, you're like, okay, I'm willing to spend like 50, 60 grand to like kind of bring it up to living standards.
Right, like if you were already gonna just put money
Yeah,
into it.
it really depends on the market.
Yeah, and the
there.
sellers should be extremely grateful if that
Yeah.
you are willing to salvage it, because no matter who it is, they have to go back on the market and disclose these things, and
not
every
really.
every buyer will find asbestos in in the garage unless they don't test for
And
asbestos.
termites, probably.
Termites, at least.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested about the termites if like the actual inspector caught it, because some inspectors might not catch holes from termites, and if another inspector doesn't catch it, the next buyer is kind of screwed because these people will not disclose. They will not.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst thing about it. That's what a lot of people don't know, is that if the sellers don't formally request inspection or any kind of problems with
Yeah,
it,
then
they
you
don't
don't
have
have
they
to.
don't have to disclose.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, we cancel. That's it. We go back on the market. Find it like literally with the relisting, the listing agent will be like, financing fell through.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna
Yeah,
be
they
like, oh, we
always
found
lie.
termites. No.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna be like the house is screwed.
Yeah.
Like
No. So
the house is falling down, so
that's why
Unless,
rule number
you
one, you
know-
need a really, really, really good inspector.
Yeah,
Always.
that's true.
Always.
That's true. Well, it's a good agent too. I mean, honestly, it's ethically very shady if you as an agent know that's why they cancel
Yeah.
and you don't instruct a client to remediate these issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, maybe they don't catch it, phenomenal. But if they do, you look like a fucking idiot, to be honest. Yeah.
true.
But sometimes it happens. Like, I've definitely had houses, condos on the market, under contract with buyers. We backed out, and then you see somebody else not catching it after us. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this person's kind of screwed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but there also are instances. I mean, I've run into instances where inspectors like misdiagnose a problem. Like they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
like so
they mark
terrible,"
something red when
and
it's
then
like
it's
not
really
even
not.
that bad.
Yeah, that's
I
why
had a deal
usually
fall through
we
because of that.
always push to come back with a contractor and actually look at the issues, because inspectors just examine the issue, and then it's always up to you to actually go
Yeah.
get a person. I had sold a 3 flat, and it had some vertical cracking in the attic, which is if you see any vertical cracking, that's not good. We could have freaked out, backed away. We got a structural engineer that came out.
Vertical or horizontal?
Wait, vertical's
Vertical.
fine, I thought.
Vertical is fine. Horizontal.
Oh,
is
sorry,
not fine.
horizontal. Oh my god, my
Yeah,
bad. Well, got that. I didn't make that mistake. But we got a structural engineer there, and it was only a matter of like $2,000 to
Yeah.
fix the issue because it was like right kind of where the windows were connecting. So we could have freaked out and backed away from the house, but it was well within my buyer. Well, my buyer was ready to spend on various repairs, so we went through with it. She's very happy.
Yeah, I had a deal fall out. It was 850 Lakeshore, and you know how it's an extremely old building, and they have the electrical panels in the kitchen. He marked it red as a fire hazard. And my buyers freaked out, and I was like, "This building has been standing for like 5,000 years."
850 Lakeshore, they still have the electrical, even though they redid everything in
Twice.
2014.
And like now again, right?
I'm
They're
pretty
redoing
sure it was
everything.
850 Lakeshore.
The one that used to be apartments that now is
I think so.
really.
Are you talking about the 850 Lakeshore, the new construction tour, like that they
Well,
did?
the
Yeah.
one that they got it on the inside. Yeah, I would
Remember, it
assume they
used to be
fixed
apartments,
everything.
and then
Sorry, 860, 880.
oh yeah,
Oh,
That was a
the
different
co-op.
one.
860, 880. Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
But I'm like, these buildings have been over like 5,000 years, literally,
it's
and there's
also,
never
like,
been a fire.
Something that I always stress to my buyers too, and a lot of people don't seem to understand, especially people who move from states like Texas, Florida, where there's a lot of new construction. They'll come in and be like, is it up to code? Code means
No.
absolutely fucking nothing unless it's a brand new construction that needs to be delivered and for the city for it to sign off. These buildings have been built 100 years ago. The code does not apply to them. Code changes every...
Code changes every 2 years.
Literally.
Yeah.
So
that's
sometimes...
always a big thing with roof decks in Chicago. Like people are like, is it up to code? Like no,
No,
it's not.
It's really not.
Chicago is
not.
not up to code. The whole fucking
Chicago-
city is not up to code.
No, it's really
dude.
not up
Like,
to code. It's a 100-year-old building, and panels are specifically. I just sold a unit where I represented the seller, and I had one of those old panels with the fuses, and they're like, "This is terrible." I'm like, "Well, this is what this is. You know,
Yeah.
like works."
I mean,
My
you gotta
client actually had
consider
an
it.
Well,
electrician
you
look at
can't,
it.
You can't fix that. You have to replace the
You
whole
have to replace that thing.
So
We're
it's
not
like,
doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but you got to consider these buildings were built during cowboy times. They were literally cowboys, like going around with like carriages in the
Is
fucking.
that how it was?
I mean, I can like seriously though. Like we're talking about buildings built like
I'm confused.
1890,
This doesn't still happen.
like 1890, 1902
Wait,
or
wait,
something.
when was the Chicago fire?
1868.
Why do I always thought that Chicago Fire was 1903?
Let's
I
look it up.
I feel like
No.
it was
ChatGPT.
1900s.
Yeah, I
Hold
think it
on,
was
hold
But no,
1903.
maybe we're late 1800s.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh my god, we're so bad. We should know that.
1871. I was very
Okay.
close. I was
God,
you
only
were
3 years
close. You
off.
were
I
like
always
10 years
thought it
off.
was
3
like-
years off.
Oh, I thought you said 1861.
I said 1868.
Wow.
Oh shit.
I'm
She's a
so
historian.
smart, you guys.
But anyway, everything that is built like in the very early 1900s will probably outlive all of us.
Yeah.
Versus,
It already has.
Versus the new construction
Yeah.
the new construction they're building right now, they're probably gonna last for like 30, 40
860 and
years.
880 are literally was. I think they were built in the 1800s, weren't they?
1868
No,
and
the-
80. No,
oh,
those
wait,
are
they're
co-ops.
Vandero, right?
Yeah, they're Vandero.
Yeah.
So those are like 60s.
Those are
60s,
1960
70s,
something, yeah.
Yeah.
riddled with asbestos. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
probably.
Well, it's a co-op, which is a whole different thing. We can
and
talk about
electrical
it another
panels in the
time.
kitchens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those yes, breakers that are
The
in
bones of those buildings are so
A lot of
solid. They just don't build them that way anymore. So I would
sure
I
don't.
You sound like
I
such
don't
an old
even
man.
think
They
it's
just
the
don't
it's
build.
the-
They
not
just
the
don't make them.
solidness, it's
they
the
don't make them.
panel
They don't
thingy
make
in the
They
kitchen.
don't make them this
Yeah.
way anymore.
But like things that they did back then were definitely
No,
More
different.
There was
but
no code.
Because we didn't
materials.
learn how to save money on materials.
Mhm.
Back
Yeah.
then, you use limestone, brick, cement, concrete.
Even
now
the
we're like, oh,
wood-
split face block, amazing thing.
well, not anymore.
Well, yeah, but they
But-
still like use it's
Yeah,
just a
they
different
use a
kind
different
of split,
kind,
but
yeah.
they still do it. It still needs to be resealed, otherwise it'll trap mold. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
But even like the wood was like thicker back in the day. Like I watched like a,
So that sounds so dirty.
I watched.
Like, oh my god,
Why did
I
you watch
say
it like that
imagine
too?
Joe sitting here.
No, if Joe was sitting here, I would be annihilated. But I watched something on YouTube Shorts that was like literally putting putting a nail in like an old 2x4 versus like one now.
Just can't stop.
Okay, sorry. I emphasized the
we're
word
kids, I
wood.
swear to God. We're 12. I'm sorry.
Okay, but seriously,
They don't make them like they used to.
they don't.
I could agree with you.
I mean, men used to go to war, and now look at them.
I agree.
Maybe that's why the wood used to be.
Now they're wearing white sneakers on a podcast.
Why are you taking shots at me? I didn't say anything
Hey,
bad
they
about
don't have
it.
red soles, So at least
So
we
he's
got
safe.
that.
I didn't say anything bad about it. I'm like, I agree with you. I think that those I've actually seen the same thing that like
Yeah,
actually
thank you.
That's it.
the
Your wood's not as good as old wood.
Yes, and this is because of the regrowing of the forest and whatever they source the
Yeah.
trees and all that stuff. It's a completely different soil now.
Yeah.
And wood, like basically the trees don't grow the same way they used to. So
Yeah.
I agree with you. This makes sense.
Yes.
Is this factually accurate? I have no fucking.
I
idea.
don't know.
I'm
I
not an
believe
expert on that kind of
everything I
stuff.
see on the internet, so to me it's true.
Yeah, I mean, ChatGPT is always right. So.
Well, somebody will respond to our short and be like, actually,
Yeah.
this is completely
According
not
to my
factual.
calculations.
Yeah. She's like,
I'm
I'll
willing
never
to
ask
down
you
that
guys.
he'll prove me wrong. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
Old
long
wood
story
versus wood.
short, it is true that there are buildings that are over 100 years old,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
They will
super
outlive
solid.
us.
Well, it's just like appliances. Like I would have clients that would go into a house that has appliances from like 1990, and I'm like, whatever you do not get rid of this, because you're gonna buy a 2025 and it's gonna break in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like appliances are not made to like
Yeah.
last a long time
I
anymore.
always suggest don't replace anything until it's broken. It's
Yeah.
like literally doesn't, like when
Yeah.
it breaks,
But it's
get the
like-
whole package. It's
Unless
cheaper,
you have
it's better.
Unless you have fucking money. If
But
you have
it's like,
fucking money,
my aunt and
go
uncle
crazy.
have the worst luck. They keep buying Whirlpool, and like
Mm.
every 3 years they have to replace it because it breaks. It's like
Interesting.
Yeah,
insane.
but
Whirlpool is also such a weird company. Like everyone that works for them has to live in that like weird town in Michigan.
Wait, what?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that.
feel like I know somebody who, actually, I think she used to live
Yeah.
in Michigan.
You have to like
Yeah.
live in this. It's like a tiny town in Michigan that like
a
literally
camp?
no, but like pretty much everyone that lives in the town works at Whirlpool. And like yeah, I had a client
I
who
had my friend dated a girl from there. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think she lived in Michigan.
Yes, and I had a client last year that bought a place in Chicago because she rents a place in like wherever the fuck Whirlpool, Michigan. I don't know what the town's called. And then she comes here on the weekends
To
and
live life.
Yeah,
That's
because
sad.
yeah.
I need to Google.
Well,
Yeah, Google
that's-
where the headquarters is.
I've heard the same thing happens too. So Joanna works for Rush, and they work with a company called Epic,
Mhm.
which is supposedly like kind of considered the Google of the medical industry. Whatever,
Oh.
like I didn't hear about them
you know,
until
we're
like,
kind
Joanna
of
told me.
removed from the industry.
Yeah, so basically Epic owns a town in Wisconsin.
Oh.
They own the town. They literally
Wait, but
build the town in Wisconsin.
Why is
So-
it actually in like a normal part of Michigan though? Maybe it's not so normal.
No, I
Because
mean
it's in St. Joe and like Benton Harbor. The
yeah,
Twin
yeah,
Cities.
yeah, yeah. But they're like, still a very small town, and I think like majority of the people that live there work at.
I think it's
Whirlpool.
kind of cool though.
Interesting.
That's just like not what
I mean, it's cool
happens.
if you're like in college, I think. But
But I feel like that's like what would happen in like the olden days, like like a mining town
Yeah.
or like a factory,
Yeah.
you know,
or like
whatever.
Detroit with all
Yeah.
the car industries. Yeah.
But
Interesting.
now it doesn't happen like that anymore.
Except
I mean, it's
unless
a,
you
it's
work
a
for
community
Whirlpool.
though. Like I wouldn't imagine that a lot of like probably more younger people live there. Like they're straight out of college, you know, and it's sort of
Yeah.
a first time work experience. If you got hired straight out of college, it's kind of cool. I think. I don't know.
Well, unless you went to like a college town and you already kind of want to be
You
in the
gotta
big city, and they're like,
experience
"No,
that, yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah.
St. Joe it is."
Yeah, but St. Joe and
St.
Benton
Joe is
Harbor,
cute.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like pretty little like Michigan.
Unless you want to
towns,
like go shake
Yeah, I
house
mean,
on the
I'm not saying
weekend,
it's
and then
not
you
pretty,
can't.
but
Yeah,
You know?
so interesting. And they're like vacation spots too, which
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah, I think we did like with our old company, we did a trip to St. Joe, right? St. Joseph? Was it
I
there?
wasn't there.
I don't
That
think
was
so.
you guys.
Didn't we go to a
Oh
house
yeah.
in Michigan?
Also, side
Crystal?
note, everyone
I don't
listening,
remember.
Nick,
The big
Anastasia, and
house with the
Joe
pool?
used no.
The big
Nick,
house
Anastasia-
with the pool
all right,
with
everyone's
Crystal?
listening.
Was
I'm
it there?
listening.
I think it was at St. Joseph,
You
yeah.
guys,
I
yeah,
don't
you guys had a
remember.
Michigan house. Somewhere.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
nice
remember.
house. Yeah.
I don't know.
Katie wants to speak.
Nick, Anastasia, and Ray used to work at the same company before they came to Vesta. FYI.
Anastasia brought us all here.
I did.
She abandoned us first, and then said it's so great.
I scooped
Come-
it out.
come with
I
me."
felt out the vibes, and then brought you guys here.
All right, should
Thanks
we
for
do
being our test
one?
dummy.
One more.
One
Should we
quick
do one last?
Wait, we can't rumble.
One more.
One
No.
quick one with old wood or new wood.
One more, and I gotta
One
go.
more. All right. How long does it take to run comps? We will probably
33
list.
seconds.
Shut up.
Wait, don't. Hold on. We will probably list our home in about a year. I had a realtor promise to run comps for me yesterday. I'm thinking it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Still haven't heard back from her. She also no-showed for our very first phone call, so she obviously isn't going to get the listing. I'm surprised she's so unprofessional.
First, okay, couple things to unpack.
You go first.
I will go
after that,
first.
yeah.
First question: how long does it take to run comps? It depends. If you're like in a high rise, same stack, very easy. I probably would agree, like 5 minutes. Sometimes when it's a single family house, if it's a unique type of property, it's a unique whatever. It can take longer, and it can take some digging into. It's not. Like for me to write a proper CMA and outline everything, it's probably going to take me a couple of hours regardless, because I try to dive into each point quickly. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, it was yesterday. Like fucking chill for a second.
Yeah,
like
relax.
literally, it's not that bad. Whatever, your realtor really should have given you a timeline. I always say you can expect it from me at X day. It will take me a little while, but she could have had other appointments, came home, started writing it, and didn't finish
especially
it
if
yet.
you met with them over a weekend. Like as a realtor, your weekends
Exactly.
are slammed.
But
Also-
with her not showing up for a call, that's a different
Yeah,
story.
that's not a
she
good sign.
obviously kind of sucks. But yeah, like it's one thing to just like run comps and send you a link and be like, here are the comps, and then but that like you can pretty much just see that on Zillow. But the value and what takes a long time is to look at each of the comps and like say, this is why this is different from your house, and this is where this adds X amount of more value and X amount of less value, blah, 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 blah.
Sometimes it requires
Well-
calling people who sold those houses, seeing how their process
Can we-
works,
Well,
what
and
kind
if
of
it
things
is a
it was.
single family and you can't find anything in that neighborhood in the last like 3 to 6 months, and you have to venture out, but then you
I
also
mean,
have to
agents,
take in-
not people like sellers.
Can
but-
we touch on the point that like she's selling her house in a year?
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
that too.
and no. And the comps that she's
Don't
running
matter.
for you now are going to be completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Unless you live in somewhere in Bumblefuck
Yeah.
that literally 3 houses in a decade.
That's
So
That's valid.
it doesn't really matter like
Yeah.
when she runs the comps.
Like you're just wasting her time. So obviously she's not going to prioritize you.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
Nick's like, if this was me, you would
But-
not be getting.
No,
a
I mean,
survey.
I'll get you. Like, first of all, it will take me probably 10 minutes to be like, hey, listen, like, looking at the current market, your house is worth probably hypothetically around 600,000 right now. Do you want me to go into very specific details, which are going to be completely irrelevant 6 months from now,
Yeah.
when we actually going to have to start a real conversation of when you're going to list your house?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
chill the fuck
That's
out, lady,
really
or
funny.
man, or whoever the fuck you
All
are.
of the comments are like, these comps are going to be completely irrelevant. Like, why are you having her do this? Like, why are you interested in comps if you're not interested in listing for a year? Like, this person's actually getting flamed. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's
But yeah,
hilarious.
like, I mean, to skip a phone call with a client, we're like, I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, that
crazy.
looks bad. But
schedule
like,
a
Unless there was an
conversation.
explanation or something. I'm sure, like, I don't know.
Also, it sounds like you're kind of annoying. So, like,
Yeah,
you
it
probably
does.
asked her to call you at like 6 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I think
Yeah.
this was very productive.
Oh, good. I'm happy you feel that way.
Yeah, well, we learned that old wood is better than new wood.
And that we're all vaccinated
and we're all vaccinated.
in one way or another.
That's it.
I
Some
think-
of us are
whether you're
scarred
forced
for
out of
life.
class or you've got a big scar from yours.
Well, you have a scar too, right? You do?
Somewhere, I think tattoo covered it.
Perfect.
But yeah, I mean, that will be the big takeaway from this episode.
They
Is
like
that,
grabbed you out of class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say, let's go. Let's get stabbed.
number
happened to you too?
one number.
You just got taken out of class?
Yeah, they would do the thing because it's easier because all the kids are.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
some
No
kids are like-
sterile doctor room?
Well,
Like-
I mean, the nurse's
It's
office.
like-
Oh, it
Clean
was
it.
pretty sterile. It
Well,
was
wait,
pretty
wait.
sterile. Yeah.
Before we go, have you guys ever like been exposed to something where then like you have to go somewhere and do like a max vaccination? Like
I should have, but they didn't. which is
I
so
was
weird.
like,
What is that?
one time there was, okay, this is so crazy. So there was someone who was working at a Pizza Hut, like a server, who had unknowingly like hepatitis B or C or something.
Ew.
And so then everyone who ate at Pizza Hut in like a week span had to go to like the Coliseum, which the Coliseum was like our arena or whatever
Where
in
are you
our town.
from? Oh my god.
Indiana. But so then like we had to
So there's
all,
one in Rome and then there's one in Indiana.
yeah.
I love that.
No, they just named, I don't know why they named it the Coliseum, like very uninspired. But anyway.
No, that's
so,
a normal name.
really?
Yeah. I
No,
know
it's
Col-
not.
But anyway,
You're
so
from Bulgaria.
so we all had to go to the Coliseum, which is like a big, our concert venue in the city. And there were like thousands of people there, and you just like lined
I
up and
didn't
like
realize so many people eat at Pizza Hut.
no, literally, that was the most shocking takeaway. I was like, how much money is this Pizza Hut bringing
Okay,
in?
but
Like,
this
holy
was like
shit.
old Pizza Hut though, where it was actually cool, right? When
Well,
you, like,
regardless,
went,
yeah, it was like
when you
early. It was
went
like
to
mid
sit down,
2000s.
you had the salad bar. Like it was cool Pizza Hut, not.
So you
stupid
guys
Pizza
had to
Hut.
vaccinate the whole town, basically.
Basically, and everybody, like, it was like we were in line. It was like, oh, you ate at Pizza Hut too? Like, damn.
You guys all had the same walk of shame.
Yeah, and like we had to go, and there was like little stations set up, and it was just like a mass vaccine farm.
I
Like,
don't
you
know.
just, like-
I don't know what's sadder than like the whole town ate Pizza Hut, or you have a Coliseum in Indiana.
Listen, when you live in small towns, there's not many options.
And like the fact that there was like this mass vaccination, like there were so enough people that it was like you can't just like go to your doctor. Like we
gotta
had to
love
like.
USA. I swear to God. This is fucking
Yeah, no, mine wasn't a mass.
So that never happened to you guys?
hilarious.
Got it.
that is an original experience.
Oh my God! Like you two can bond over that because I know you.
Okay, no, that never happened to me. I thought you were more saying like I accidentally stabbed myself with a knife.
Oh,
How
and you
does
had
that
to go
work?
get tetanus
Well,
shot?
she asked me when's the last time I had a tetanus shot was, and I was like, I have no idea. And she goes, okay. And then she comes back like 7 minutes later, and she goes, okay, you're released. Never gave it to me. I was like, okay, lady,
Oh.
if I die, I hope my parents.
Well,
sue
maybe
you.
she looked at your records.
I mean,
Maybe,
I was
yeah.
I was
I don't
expecting
know.
like I was
Because
expecting.
tetanus shot is only every 10 years.
Yeah.
So it might have been when you like didn't remember.
And how old were you when this happened? Because
No.
if you were 10, then like you're covered.
I
Hold
was
on,
expecting a
let me
story
get-
from you to say we bonded over eating a squirrel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like, and I almost had to get a rabies shot because the squirrel I ate was rabid.
I'll be like, yeah, we ate a squirrel, you know. When we were kids, we hunted and we grilled it and all that. And then I'm being rabies, you know.
But no, I think I was 26 or 27.
So you probably did have a tetanus shot within the
Yeah,
last
you probably
7
did
years.
in like high school.
Well, it would have been right before high school. So
Or
I was-
college.
No, I didn't get shots going into college.
Oh.
Well, you probably have
Well,
tetanus.
then you probably have tetanus.
Well, you're living
I didn't
now.
die.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so,
So
clearly.
she knew what she was doing.
She's like, am I alive?
I was nervous. Well, because I stabbed this hand. I was nervous though for a while. I was like, I'm like, I can-
Coliseum. Jesus.
why
This
is
is
that
such a fun
weird?
one. I love
Why
this.
is that weird?
I've also never heard of anything like named the Colosseum that's not the Colosseum, like in Rome. Like it is so just like classic, like Indiana. Like
Was that the town buffet there too? Like you guys have, like,
no,
gatherings and
but
shit?
Toby Keith and Kenny
Town
Chesney
buffets at
love
the
coming to the
VFW.
Colosseum.
Fun. Oh,
The town buffet is at the VFW.
Is that where the
what?
elders got together? of
The
village?
elders.
we have a very warped
No.
perception of a small town
I
America.
think we should take a field trip to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I think everyone would have a
I've
really
been
good
I
there.
think so.
time.
but
I
we
saw a
absolutely have to
concert
bring
there.
Joe in there.
Yeah, at the Coliseum probably.
Yeah.
Or was it at the Tin Cap Stadium?
I don't remember. where it
There's
was at. It was
so
in
many
Fort-
people
It
from
was in
Indiana
Fort
hating
Wayne
you
though.
right now.
It was like in a weird, like smaller parking lot area, and it was like next to I don't know, like a Blockbuster or something. This
Yeah,
was
that sounds about
called-
right. Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
that the
to be
Coliseum?
fair,
No.
to be fair,
I don't. Yeah, it was a weird venue. Like it was very
Oh,
strange.
it could have been the Clyde Theater.
Yes, the Clyde.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
it was.
And that's a weird, like,
It
little
was,
thing.
it was. Yeah, we pulled into a parking lot that had like a grocery store and a Blockbuster, and I was
Yeah, and
this
it like
is
looks
strange.
like deserted, but then
Yeah.
you go in and it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
Listen,
it was cool.
to be fair, as much fun as I make of Indiana and all that, like my parents used to go on a line for milk. When I was
Yeah,
growing
you're
up.
trying to
so
cover your
same.
ass.
So yeah, I mean, like
Same.
again, I'm
and
just
also,
joking.
you guys make fun of me for
No.
being from Canada when
You
your
guys-
parents literally live in Canada.
you guys ride moose and eat squirrels. Like
No, we don't. I'm not that north.
She's not
You live
just a
in
little
igloos.
north.
Should we leave it? at
All right.
this?
Have a good
This
day,
was
everyone.
fun. Thank you for listening to
Enjoy.
us.